We're going to talk Major League Lacrosse and the Atlanta Blaze. Liam Byrnes is here. Liam, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Just talk about the growth of that game, and just you all play out at Fifth Third Bank Stadium at Kennesaw State. Just the growth of the game and just how far it's come.
Yeah, it's actually the fastest growing game in America right now, from the youth level up to high school. At the college level, there's more Division I teams being added almost every year now for the last 10 or 15 years. I think that we're up to 71 Division I lacrosse teams. Between D1, D2, and D3, there's, I think, just over 300 teams. And then, like you said, the sport's growing all over the place. Down here in Atlanta, 15, 20 years ago, you might have been lucky to find one or two youth level teams. Now we've got at least 2 club teams that have 10 teams throughout their program. I know I work for the LB3 club. We have over 1,000 kids, grades 3 through rising seniors, high school seniors.
I think a lot of people that would have normally played football now are probably playing lacrosse because it is a physical game as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a national trend with this concussion protocol, and parents kind of steering their kids away from that. From football for the contact reason, and you got kids playing lacrosse now, and I think that's good for the sport. It's kind of a mix of football, soccer, and hockey a little bit, where you got the up and down, the constant action. It's high scoring and the high hits, but it's not the constant repetitive hits, kind of like football is.
Now, I've got to ask you about this again, because I'm a novice when it comes to lacrosse. I'm going to admit that. But your positions here, you're a closed-toe defender and a long stick midfielder. Is that correct?
Okay, yep.
So help me out there. Closed toe.
Close defense. So anytime, or at any given time on defense, you'll have 6 defenders and the goalie covering 6 offensive players. 4 of the defenders are allowed to have 6-foot sticks, and 2 guys will have the normal 4-foot sticks. And all the offensive players, they'll use the shorter sticks because it's easier to protect it with their body. And then defenders are trying to get in there to take the ball away, so they use those longer sticks. And the close defenders, they're kind of the stay-at-home guys.
I got you.
And then you got the long stick midi. They're usually your more versatile guy. Gets the ground ball, he'll run it up the field. Sometimes they'll go to the net, try to score a goal, stay on offense a little bit. So I've been lucky that I've kind of developed, or I've gotten good at both positions, and now depending on where the team needs me, they'll put me either up top playing that long stick midfield position, or if they want me down low, I could be one of the close defenders.
Yeah, Major League Lacrosse, you got a 60-second shot clock, right? Mm-hmm. So how's that change the game?
It's unique in that no other age level has that. So high school or college, you could hold it on offense as long as you want, pass it around, get your players on, try to attack, maybe slow down the pace of the game if you wanted to. But at the major league level, as soon as you pick up that ball, wherever you are on the field, that shot clock starts for your team. And then trying to get the players on in time. So some guys are subbing off, kind of like hockey. You're running to the bench, new guys are coming on. Offensive players run off, defensive guys come on. So it keeps the game fast-paced and high-scoring.
Yeah, that shot clock is kind of like the NBA. Speaking of that, you've got an arc, don't you, where you get more points if you shoot from behind the arc?
Yeah, 16 yards and out, you get 2 points for a goal, but you might have 1 or 2 guys on every single team that can pull that. That's a serious shot. You got to bring the heat if you're going to pull that.
You got to bring the heat, baby. All right. Now let's talk a little bit though about you had some representation at the All-Star game from our club. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Atlanta Blaze had, I think, 4 guys. It was the MLL All-Stars versus Team USA. As I was telling you earlier, Team USA is over in Israel right now playing in the International World Games, kind of like the World Cup of lacrosse every 4 years. 45 different teams or countries send a team over there. And so we had myself, Scott Ratliff, Austin Sims, Connor Kelly, and I think that was the 4 playing in the All-Star USA game. It went well. All-Stars ended up beating Team USA actually 15-14, but it was a great experience, great to kind of meet everybody during the season, in the middle of the season like that, get to see guys from the other teams or guys that you've played in college with. It was fun, good opportunity.
You know, it sounds like it was a great opportunity to meet some other guys and just, you know, this pro game and playing at Kennesaw State. I mean, it seems like it's a great venue to play Major League Lacrosse. I mean, the fans get close to the action, don't they?
Yeah, I love playing at Kennesaw. It's a great size stadium for lacrosse. Like you said, those fans are right on top of you, so whenever we get a lot of fans there, you could hear them. It brings the energy for us, so that's probably the biggest benefit about playing at Kennesaw State. Like you said, having those fans right on top of you, and you're playing for them when you're out there. It's fun.
Okay, and now this is an important stretch for you all, isn't it? Because you're trying to make a playoff run here. Tell us about that.
So we have 4 games left. We're in the middle of our season here. We've had a weird 3-week bye, and
That is kind of weird. 3 weeks off in the middle of the season.
we're sitting in, I think, in 6th place. And we got to get to the 4th spot to make that playoff push. So, I mean, it's going to take a lot of luck. We got to do our job, though, win these last 4 games, and then we need a couple other things to happen, a few teams at the bottom to win and to knock some of these middle-of-the-pack teams out. And then if we do that, we have a chance to make the playoffs.
So we want to invite the fans out, right? Because what are those fans going to see if they come out and watch you all?
You can see fast pace, high action, high energy, a lot of goals, and just overall fun atmosphere.